that's better. Much better, much better. Okay, alright. I didn't actually fully restart OBS. I only, It's still pretty choppy on the OBS screen, but it's pretty fine on my end. Especially if I minimize it, I'll be, like, in a playable state. I just... no idea what is wrong with me streaming. And why that's the case. I might need to, like... I might need to change the FPS or something like that. Maybe. But I have a beefy ass PC. We should be able to handle this just fine. Whatever. I've been gone for the whole week. I already did the Make It Rain events off stream. So I got this. And, that. But I will do it on stream on my other character. So I just wanted to just fucking finally finish these quests, since we're so close. Not gonna be streaming D&D tomorrow, because I, am not actually able to play tomorrow. Because I've been obscenely busy this week as well. So yeah. So it looks like OBS is actually fucking with my entire computer, not just 14, which is depressing, but what can you do other than move on, yeah? Yeah, my whole thing's lagging if I have OBS up. That sucks. I need to get that checked. Sure, it could have something to do with... Everything looks hunky-dory on Task Manager. I genuinely don't know what the fuck is going wrong. Hold on. My GPU only really spikes when I'm on the game, which should be the case since I'm using most of it. Might be a 14 thing then? Let me try turning down the graphic settings. That doesn't really help on the OBS side, but it definitely helps on 14's end. I keep the settings up. Right, G-Shade is actually not enabled right now. Oh no, it is. I disabled it for now, so I'm just gonna minimize OBS. I don't really need it. This is all archival anyways, and not really like it's not really supposed to be presentable. So but I will need to get that checked. Desperately need to get that checked because I am planning to stream a whole ton more. If every stream is gonna be like that, or if every stream is gonna be like this, I fear for my viewers. The game runs fine on my end with OBS up. That's what matters, I guess. So it's just everything starts to shit the bed, not just OBS, or not just 14, but like everything. So it's I don't want to believe it's an issue of OBS, but it very well might be. Anyways, so we have one that's gonna give us, it's gonna be 4 million. I gotta get level 90 first on Blacksmith before I get to do the quest, so we have time. Excuse me. let's see. So this is gonna give us approximately 4 million. It's gonna give us about the same amount actually. We're gonna end up with like 8 mil. So maybe an extra. Maybe an extra leave of this one. So which one do I need to do? Chondrite Pliers and Magitech Axe. Right? It's the bottom here. Pliers. So I endeavored to make 2 of them. Plenty of zinc ore just in the inventory. I just need 2 of these. Or actually, yeah, only 2 of these, and 1 axe. So, bring out the notepad again. So we have 30 chondrite. We're gonna add to this. Which is a lot. 16 midnight. $10 for GM. And 2 dynamis crystals. Excuse me, but it's gonna be a little boring. This is probably gonna be the last stream I do that's gonna be dedicated to crafting. Because by the end of the stream, I'll have half my crafters, actually more than half my crafters are already thing. Oh, and appear numbers basis is 150%. So I'll be most of the way through everything, so. Excuse me! I'll already be most of the way through everything, so it won't be a lot more dedicated crafting streams after this one, thank God. But it also means I'm like shit out of ideas. Firstly, let's buy the moose flesh. Actually, it's only free. I can just spend my Ico gemstones. Again, this is gonna be the last crafting stream anyway, so might as well. Let's start with the demythrite since I know that's gathered from the first. I need a total of 9 of them. So, and I just realized, just like every other stream I do, I'm hungry and I haven't eaten yet. Unlike every other stream I do, I'm gonna be lazy and I'm going to order food. So I'll start thinking about what I want to order for a little bit. Or actually, should I? A little tight on money, so I think I even can afford it, honestly. Or even if I could, I probably wouldn't be able to, I at least wouldn't be able to have them delivered. We'll think about it when we get there. So I need a grand total of 9 of these. There we go. Just like that. What else? Okay. Ironwood logs are from Elpis. Anites from Elpis. Raw star quartz from Opal. So So I guess the next logical thing to do is to get my 45 chondrites. Chondrites? Chondrites? God, everything's an ultimate pool, isn't it? Well, I suppose we'll go there first. Because most of the materials are going to come from there, actually. I also need 2 Dynamis crystals, which definitely is from Ultima Full. I should probably level up, or not level up, do my gather quests at some point, though, because I want to be able to grab hidden shit. Because this entire time I've had to buy the shit that's supposed to be hidden, even though most of the hidden stuff isn't affordably expensive on the market board. Honestly, time nodes are probably where most of the rare materials are from nowadays, but I do need to figure out getting some hidden shit so I can be fully self-sustaining. But then again, by the time I get everything on level 90, what am I gonna need that's going to be hidden? Right? That's not gonna break the bank, too. Ah, whatever. Time for the Dynamis crystals and Rockstar coins, so let me actually check where. Oh, Dynamis crystals are from the from Bicolors. Let's actually buy those really quickly right now. I don't really need to. At least I'm pretty sure you buy them from Bicolors. Where is our boy? There he is. Two Dynamis crystals. I'm sure you can get those from mining as well. Actually, maybe. B. That seems to be a big 9 actually. You know, wonderful. Glad I had that foresight. So next I need 3-star quartz. Let me just quickly look up which shop you get the moose flesh from. I believe it's from the moon. I believe. I only need 3 of these, so. Yep, it's from the moon. From Trading Lane. go to Opus first though to get the Anite and Iron Open. I just need 4 of these. And 5 ironwood rods. So that's not botanist. Alright, the moon next to buy the moose flesh, and then I need to gather for Gene order. And then I'll be done. This is by no means perfect math. There's definitely gonna be some I'm definitely, like, underestimating the amount of EXP I'm getting. But, or just a rough estimate, really. But it is much better to be over your estimates than under. Phrygian ore comes from Garly Ball. I have a feeling I know where in Garly Mall, but exactly where? Question mark? Yeah, right around here. I probably just passed it. I definitely just passed it. I need 10 of these. And we're done. Time to craft everything I need to craft. Alright. I definitely need to craft all of these, so let's get to work. I should probably grab the zinc out of my retainer before I forget, because that's what I need. I don't know exactly how much, so I'll just grab everything and see how much I use. see if you're the one with the zinc. You're not the one with the zinc. Let's just complete your mission. You're the one with the zinc. You have to be. There it is. Let's see what the rest of the crafting matrix is. You're the one I need to craft this. Yes. Recipe tree. So I get that, and I have to make anite bloodstones. So just craft that. I fucked up. Oh no. I fucked up. There we go. I could have just fast crafted that. Anyways, Star Quartz, I'm assuming, is also a goldsmith thing. Yep. I'll just fast craft it. Alright. Next is ironwood lumber. Or actually moongel. Because moongel, I'm sure, is, yeah, alchemy. And I've made plenty of this before. And then lumber. Alright. Back to maybe a black. Gonna make one high quality one of these. Gonna eat first. I'm speed. Time for the pliers. Need to make 2 of these from gold smoothing it again. Didn't expect both of them to be high quality, but I guess since I'm level 86 on goldsmith. I also have a CP up. That might help. It's funny that I'm using my air conditioner, by the way. The sun hasn't been up this entire month. Then again, it is the beginning of the month, but the sun hasn't been up in a while. It actually, for the past couple of days, it's been raining and storming very hard, actually. what I'm really using my air conditioner for really is humidity. It's been very, very humid in this room. It's especially noticeable when I'm laying in bed. So I kind of do need this other humidifier in this room. That's what the air conditioning is really on for. That coupled on top of the fact that this room's always hit me about like 10, 20 degrees hotter than everything around it. So just because of the load it's going under, it's not quite that bad actually. It's more accurate like 5 to 10. It is much warmer in this room than it is in other parts of the house. And that is a fact. So, aircon's a necessity. Normally during the winter and whatnot, just opening the window is enough. In fact, the opening the window was enough for a long time. This one turn. I failed to consider, by the way, the EXP bonus I get from Rested EXP because I haven't played this game in like ages. But yeah, now I got the cool look on my crafter. I've said it before, I really did think I was going to like Fantasia back into a female when I got this set. Because the female iteration of this is hot. It might just be that I'm slowly turning gay, but honestly, my character can fly. In this. It very well could be that I'm just slowly turning gay. Maybe. That's a person I recognize, apparently. That's an orange name. Don't know them. I have a lot of orange names that I don't really know, so... Actually, I think I made friends with her because of the FC that she was in, but it was like, I believe that she's dead. Lots of things making you feel things and think things. Wayback Machine! I should probably get the tools as well in a bit. Hello. Somnus. Fortuitous timing as ever. As you can see, Bork has yet to return to the workshop. To be honest, it has been somewhat lonely here without him. For mercy, I've managed to make progress on the Golden Diata by way of a rather curious discovery. Initially, I thought to leave her be, fearful of damaging the parts you've labored so hard to provide. But then curiosity got the better of me. I dismantled her yet again, but this time I discovered a black stone inside. A connector of some sort coiled all around it. Any ideas what it might be? Are you sure that elegant tombstone didn't drop from my pocket? An elegant tombstone, you say? It doesn't have the customary patterns of a tombstone, but the texture is certainly similar. Based on where we found her, I very much doubt our friend here was created in the 3rd astral era. No, the 5th astral era is more likely. Perhaps even the beginning of the 6th. It is entirely possible the people at that age, after unnerving elegant relics, repurposed the technology, or perhaps they merely drew inspiration from elegant designs in their work. If this was meant to store records, which I believe it does, I would have expected it to serve as her core, much like the mammoths of Ladana. However, the Golden Diada's core has an altogether different function, which is why I suspect the stone, and whatever knowledge stored within, is meant to supplement the core, hence the conductor I found wrapped around it. Tell me, little one, just what secrets are you hiding? Samus, would you be able to fashion a new connector for her? The one I found attached to the stone is clearly not working as intended. I forgot to buy tools, but I don't need the tools, I don't think. Honestly, what do I do without you? Let's not waste any time, then. We must finish our work before Professor Namono visits the studium to hold that inquiry. This may very well be the last request I ask you, so please, any materials you require. But ask and I will see to the rest. what are the odds that I'm going to like immediately get this done in one manipulation? Yeah, see, or muscle memory. I mean. Here you go. I definitely need the tools, definitely. But not for now. Not for now. Excellent, the connector's in place. Now we need but insert the stone and see how she responds. Professor Marusha! Boric, so good to see you. If you come to apologize, don't. You're here now, and that's all that matters. No, that's not it. I mean, yes, I am sorry for being away for so long, but I came to apologize, Professor. I signed a petition for your inquiry. Your research is leading you nowhere, Professor, and I thought it better you resigned and tarnish your legacy with this final project. So I signed a petition, and now Professor Nemono has the signature he needs to submit his petition. It was only after I signed that I realized my mistake. If that relic yet holds secrets of a bygone era, it is our duty to find them. And now we may never just have that chance. I take it you have the good news. Professor Nemono. The faculty is already to hold their inquiry. I'm giving this guy a very different accent every single time he shows up, by the way. But still. Professor, I suggest you make your way to Learner's Meet, lest you miss the ending of your whole career. You two may as well come along, too. The more the merrier, as they say. Always in a hurry, that one. He really must learn how to relax. Bort, would you be a dear and do me a favor? I wish to finish studying this part to the Golden Iota. Once finished, I am positive we will learn all we need to know. But I need you to delay the inquiry, if only for a short time. No need to worry. I suspect it won't be long before the old girl stirs to life this time. Go ahead with Borg and wait for me at Learner's Speed. Over here. I guess this is more studium related things than actually like government focused, so it wouldn't be in the Rashtra. What's this? Only the two of you? You're not going to tell me that the great Professor Marusha took the cowards away and fled, are you? No, her legs simply don't move as fast as they used to. Would you care for a cup of tea while we wait? Better yet, we can pay a visit to the last stand. We are far past the time for guilt and regret. Would you not agree? But you needn't fret. I will be sure to look after you, so please, there's no need to delay the inevitable. At any rate, all necessary parties to this inquiry will be here soon enough. Professor Rusha's absence merely proves that she has no intention of defending herself. Now, let's make our way to the auditorium. Allow me to preface this hearing by stating that I have the utmost respect for you as a fellow academic, Professor Rusha. However, given the support behind this recent petition, I have no choice but to consider the matter of your continued tenure here at the studium. You stand accused of squandering studium funds on
the restoration of a relic of questionable origin. And she has refused time and time again to heed my requests to cease her activities. She is convinced that the relic in question is some sort of mammoth, but I have not witnessed it move even an inch. What's more, the gleaner that found the so-called relic has a history of delivering counterfeits in the past. Isn't that right, Borg? Come now, Professor Namono. Nobody's perfect. And for the 100th time, that mammoth is something special. You just need to be patient with her. Come on, little one. Show them. Am I seeing things? This proves nothing. How do we know you didn't ask this helper of yours to contrive a means for it to move on its own? Well, I suppose it falls on me to confirm as much. Tell me, did you do as Professor Namono suggests? I only made the parts required to restore it. You speak the truth. Naturally, someone of his ability could doubtless make modifications to allow rudimentary movements, but I don't think even the best in this field could achieve this. Why, isn't that the tome I received from Professor Namono? As you may recall, the Golden Diota produced strange noises some time ago in our workshop. It was only until recently I realized those noises were syllables, and they matched those comprising the language found in this book. Now, my dear, would you kindly read an excerpt from the book? Oh, and please be certain to translate it into a language we can all understand. The serpent that sleeps in the deep slowly sheds his skin old. I recognize that passage. It has something to do with the magics that control the life stream. At least I would wager that's what the serpent represents. It aligns with everything my research has uncovered thus far. Then, this relic is an ancient translation device, yes. And here I was convinced that Professor Rusha had all but lost her critical faculties. Yet clearly it was I that was entirely in the wrong. I have been too quick to belittle the work of others, thinking only of what immediate benefit they might have to mine. A researcher should be inquisitive and reflective, but I've only been selfish and overly prideful. Please allow me to extend my sincerest apologies. If anyone should be removed from their post, it's I. Oh, stop. You needn't be so dramatic. If not for your passion for linguistics, I would never have discovered the importance of this relic.
Well, it would seem there's no further need for these proceedings. If I may make a suggestion, would you two consider working together? It is clear to me, at least, that such an arrangement would be mutually beneficial.
What a fantastic idea! I would love nothing more than to work alongside Professor Namono.
Pray allow me to thank you for helping Professor Rusha with her research. Were it not for your intervention, I fear we may have committed a grave error and silenced a perfectly capable researcher along with her work.
All's well that ends well, eh? Let's head back to Maker's Mead. I need to thank you properly for everything you've done. I thought I was acting in your best interest, but, well, Professor, I'm more sorry than you'll ever know. Would you ever consider allowing me to work as your assistant once more? I'll give you all the time you need to decide. Listen, Boric, you don't need to apologize to me because nothing's changed between us. You never stopped being my assistant. And please, do yourself a favor to stop being so hard on yourself all the time. I couldn't ask for a better colleague. Though I suppose there is one thing you could do with learning. Patience. My work often takes time to bear results, after all. Now, are you ready to get back to work? Oh, Professor. What a nice surprise. Are you here to ask for a little friend's help? Something like that, yes. The book I gave your assistant was merely an abridged compilation of works on ancient languages. What I have now are complete inscriptions of the texts I am presently studying. I simply must know what is written here. I've spent far too long toiling away to decipher the contents to no avail. I'm all too familiar with that feeling. I suppose all researchers are spurred on by that thirst for answers. Perhaps said answers will even help with these ancient anomalies in the life stream. I'm sure someone... Oh, fuck. Oh, that came out of nowhere. Normally I'm able to hold it in that much longer. I need water. Right after this cutscene. I'm just looking for water. Ah, fuck. I'm sure some of the other professors at the studium would love to hear your findings. Well, you two have certainly reconciled your differences quite quickly. Would that I could relinquish my worries so easily. Thank you once again, Softness. If you hadn't stuck around to help as long as you did, I might have lost an irreplaceable assistant and countless colleagues. As to say nothing of the huge academic leap forward we're about to make thanks to all your work. A gift I hope to repay with hard work of my own. When next you visit, I'll be sure to have a number of fascinating discoveries to share with you. I hope you're prepared, Bort. You have 2 professors to attend to now, so no more moping, alright? Oh, I'm quite sure he'll have no time for that. As I no longer have the resources required to hire additional help, you are my one and only assistant now, Bort. So do try to keep your wits about you. Oh dear, what have I gotten myself into? Well, at least the subject matter is interesting. And now we're an esteemed contributor. We're a masterful relic restorer now. We completed all the studium quests. It seems Key Aliapo has something she would like to ask of you. This is what we're really gonna spend the bulk of the stream on, is doing the final studium quest, the one that you unlock after finishing all of them. 2 things first. One, I need a tool, a more appropriate tool than my little lady hammer and file. Secondly, water. Oh god, I need water so badly. Oh, here, B. Hopefully that does the trick. Well, let's talk to Key first. Key, Elliot. Ah, Somnus, just who I was looking for. I wish to thank you for helping the students and staff from the various faculties. Their work has become the talk of the studium. You've made a real difference. Actually, while you're here, there's a pressing matter I wish to discuss. Having heard the many glowing accounts of your work, another official of the studium has requested an audience. Would you be able to spare time to speak with him? Wonderful. Then let us head to Learner's Meeting. If you heard anything, by the way, maybe a loud explosion of sound. That is most certainly my dad trying to fiddle with the karaoke machine. Let's see. You should arrive any moment now. Let's take a seat. My apologies for keeping you waiting. Before we proceed, I wish to extend my sincerest thanks on behalf of the studium for all you have done to aid our faculty and students. By the sounds of it, they have made remarkable findings, one and all. That is why I would hold an assembly that we might discuss the overarching impact of their research. Such gatherings are now are how academia evolves and advances. The shared knowledge of our works, be they successes or failures, that all may strive to improve. Precisely. Knowledge begets knowledge. Amassing and combining findings from a host of fields often leads to the creation of entirely new disciplines, one of the very reasons for which the studium was founded. Excuse me. Which brings me to the reason why I asked you here. Might I prevail upon you to speak with the faculty and invite them to this meeting? It will be my pleasure. Excellent! I can think of no one better suited to the task. You were, after all, a key factor in all their successes. Splendid! You have my thanks. Well, that's that then. You needn't rush to deliver these invitations. Pray speak with the faculty and students in your own time. Once you finish, return here, and I will see to readying a chamber for the meeting. Sounds like all I need to do is just make a circuit around here. Somnus, it's so good to see you. Lest you wonder, Professor Tankin and I are doing quite well. But to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit? Is that so? I suppose the professor and I could share what we've learned from the various cultures we've emulated. Come to think of it, we've yet to share the news of our union either. The proposal was so sudden, we scarcely had time to invite any of the faculty, let alone hold a reception. All the more reason we should attend. We will be there, absolutely. Professor Tankin should be most glad to hear about this. What's the rock have to say here? Okay. Professor! Let's speak. My, what a surprise! Don't tell me, you've come with a souvenir from some far-flung land. Oh! First time promoted to a tenured professor. Then this momentous opportunity presents itself to me. Of course I shall attend. Were it not for you, I never would have proven my theory. And I would be a fool to overlook a chance to present my findings. Yes, a bold step in honoring Professor Nell's legacy. You know, for this world's equivalent to a university, this school is actually quite small. To be fair, we don't see the entirety of it. Okay, I thought that was a door that led to nowhere for a second. Yeah, to be fair, we don't see the entirety of it, but it is surprisingly small. Well, well, look who it is. To what do I owe the pleasure? Oh, that sounds lovely. At long last, your research will receive the recognition it deserves. Oh, Professor. Oh, Bart, stop. I understand how you feel, but this is no time for tears. Professor Namona will wish to attend as well. I guess not. I'll have a word with him and see if we can't prepare a suitable compilation of Olympics. Somus, what a pleasant surprise! Would you care for a quick meal at the last stand to commemorate our reunion? Well, that sounds wonderful. It would be an honor to attend. I may never have a better opportunity to inform my peers of the benefits of fine dining. Perhaps I will invite Professor Galvaroche and a few employees from the last stand to prepare samples of Mervyn bread for those in attendance. In any case, is there any? There's much I must do to prepare. Until then, Somus. Ah, Somus. I must admit, I did not expect to see you here again. I see. I have certainly heard of such events, though I never dared dream of a student such as myself would be invited to them. Don't tell me you're getting cold feet already. That you and I would know would relish such a challenge. Perhaps you're right, Jeremy. This would be a perfect opportunity to demonstrate what a boon the Starlands could be to the academic community. Right then, Jeremy and I will set to work preparing a presentation at once. Oh, my food is gone. Speak with Key out here. I'm wondering, are there any other, like, doorways or hallways that I'm otherwise unfamiliar with? Several, in fact, actually. There's this one right here. So I guess the school isn't tiny. This is just the entrance, but... I mean, it's certainly not fucking Harvard, so... Even though it literally is. Welcome back! Well, what did they say? Very good! They've all worked so very hard. It's heartening to see their efforts will be rewarded. The assembly will be held at... Goodness fucking gracious! Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I have to deal with. I sleep in this house. Yikes. The assembly will be held at Aporia in Labyrinthos. I've no doubt they would be all glad for your attendance. So please do stop by at the time. Maybe this wasn't the best time to do this, but whatever. Oh, before I forget, the Scholar requested you be treated to a meal at the last stand, all thanks to your help. As there's still time before their set to begin, would you care to go now? To the last stand, then. Still hungry. To be fair, it is almost dinner time, so I guess I'll just hold out until then. I hope you don't mind, but I've already ordered for the both of us. The meal was meant to be for you alone, but I'm sure the Scholar will forgive me for partaking of his generosity. true. My sister has the diet of a savage. Not but rock-hard bread and wildflowers day in and day out. What? Forgive the interruption, but have we met? I swear you're a spitting image of one of those intrepid adventurers that visited the moon. Indeed I am. Ah, I knew it! The name's Searching Way, by the way. Seeker of knowledge in all things curious. Elaborate! My, if you aren't the most adorable creature. Forgive me, but I cannot help but notice how wonderfully fuzzy your ears are. May I? Again with my ears. Honestly, what is it with you people? And, very well, you may rub my ears, but I insist on something in exchange. Well, some of our finest academics will soon be gathering at Aphoria. I've no doubt that you have curious and otherwise intriguing things to talk about. I see. May I ask the reason for this meeting of minds? To share our research. Perhaps further explanation is in order. The greatest of minds of Everus come together to share heretofore unknown knowledge. That really does sound intriguing. And you'd allow me to observe this gathering? You would first need permission from Scholar Montague, but... Then what are we waiting for? Where's the Scholar Montague? It's Scholar Montague. And please bear in mind, there is a chance he may refuse you. Still, I see no harm in asking. If you would go to Lioness's meet, I will have him meet us there. Splendid! Let's hop to it then! Right, well, I better go and... Oh, hold on a moment, I never got to rub his ears! Love the idea that the operators are just wandering on that around now. Yeah, where's Urion J? He's supposed to be under the supervision of Urion J. Dude, there's gotta be an adventuring way out there somewhere. There has to be. There has to be an adventuring way, unless we're adventuring way. But no, we're not adventuring way, we're lighting way, right? Because that's the title, is lighting way. Well, I suppose in Newfound Adventure in 6.1, we are in the less so lighting way and more so adventuring way now.
Ah, Keen Somnus. What is it you wish to discuss?
Searching Ways here is very keen to attend the forthcoming meeting you've arranged with the faculty and students.
I came to Everus in search of the curious and wondrous, and this place has both in equal measure. What's more, it smells of... knowledge. I should certainly hope so. Charlene is known as a great seat of knowledge, and the studium is the foremost of many academies. It is our honor and privilege to encourage the scholarly pursuits of students and faculty both, their shared insights giving rise to hitherto unseen disciplines and fields of studies. That sounds absolutely fascinating! Oh, please, sir, may I attend this academic meeting of yours? Ha ha ha! By all means, the more the merrier, I say.
Thank you, Scholar Montague. I will inform the relevant parties of his attendance, and see to it that he has clearance to enter laboratories.
Thank you, my dear. This clear Searching Way is a kindred spirit with a passion for learning. And I could not very well deny him the opportunity to sate his curiosity. Thank you, sir! Thank you!
We haven't much time until proceedings get underway. Let's get going, shall we? absolutely amazing! I've most certainly come to the right place. They're in their wedding outfits. I don't remember catching that thing, but
I trust the proceedings were to your liking.
oh, it was magnificent. There's so much we Loporits have yet to see of Ephirus. So much to learn. Earlier, you mentioned how they create new disciplines by sharing. Does this mean you plan to have all these people working together in the future?
I do indeed. That is precisely why I suggested this meeting of minds in the first place. The exchange of knowledge and ideas will invariably lead to ever greater discoveries.
But how exactly do you plan to combine their fields?
They seem entirely unrelated to me. Any thoughts? Given all you've seen, I imagine you must have an idea or two as to how to further advance our work.
They can explore the great unknowns of the universe.
Oh, you've touched on the very heart of learning, my friend. The desire to conquer the unknown is the first step to all great discoveries. And I dare say there's no greater unknown than the great expanse.
Well said, Scholar Mortician. We too have been giving thought as to what our combined efforts might accomplish. It occurred to me that by applying Professor Talaku's research on fair currents to the data obtained via my star lens, it may be possible to discover other stars capable of supporting life. We needn't stop there. Thanks to the work done here in Labyrinthos, we know travel to the other stars is possible. With sufficient stores of Mervin bread, we can surely weather the journey, however long it may be. A marvelous idea. The Golden Diana should prove useful should we require the translation of foreign languages we may encounter among the stars. And if we could communicate with those we encounter, then we would be able to share our cultures with them. You can leave that part to Professor Tankin and me.
With all you working together, your chances of encountering heretofore undiscovered intelligent life are better than good, I'd say. But what would you say if you had met them?
I tell them about hope. That's it! Meteon was sent out to explore the stars and search for the meaning of life. Sadly, her fruitless quest led her to the very depths of despair. But you could do things differently. You could go and spread the word that hope yet lives on. A most admirable endeavor. And who better than we to see it through? After all, not even the final days could extinguish the flame of life on this star. That was brilliant! Part of me is glad it's finally over, though. Organizing everything was no mean feat. More importantly, I can't quite believe that your offhand suggestion has effectively created an entirely new academic field. What? Like, fucking star exploration? Okay. Well, I suppose if anyone should be taken seriously on the subject of seeking out the unknown, then does you. It's rather exciting to think I might someday help in the exploration of the stars. At any rate, thank you for everything, sons. Just tell your future children that I was the first astronaut in this world. Oh, but wait! Where's Searching Way? I still need to rub those adorable little ears of his! Long gone, unfortunately. You get the golden diodes, question board here. Overeducated. Anyways, I'm gonna sell this. Oh fuck, right, I can become a master blacksmith. There we go. Alright, I have dead materials now that I'm not using anymore, so let's store... let's sell the stuff that I don't have a lot of and store the stuff that I do. Except the materia, I'm keeping the materia. After I do that, I might actually end the stream. That was all I really wanted to do, so... I could do the Avis, actually, yeah. Oh shit, I need to get to this as well. The market board's right next to the bell. Anyways. I'm a blacksmith. Pact maker. Get your high quality stuff. Woman is straight up wearing just underwear. I can actually keep the pliers, actually, for my armor. So I guess I don't really need to sell or sell it. It's only one. I doubt people are really gonna need it that desperately. I can get rid of this. I can move it. And this. Trust that. You don't have space, so you wouldn't use trust that and that. And maybe that? That's not a lot though. Start selling. Peppermint. Don't need that much of it anymore. Overbust milk, I don't need anymore. I made a couple too many of these. Actually, no, these are question boards, right.
And I gathered too many of this. Now I definitely want to do a daily, so let's do expert. Experto.
I don't really need to do expert every day, because there's not much I'm using astronomy for nowadays, but yeah, it still would be nice. Click. Click here. It's been a while since I've seen all of those legacies, by the way. It used to be that was the only thing we got in the way. I guess less people were doing it for the first time than they have like here now. And then we got a couple of money out of it. We're overstacked right now, but they're all gonna die. And honestly, just standing in aim is not gonna get me. Wait a bit. So I have my partner. Truthfully and honestly, this is not very engaging on 50 days. To be I'm mainly doing this because I actually kind of want to get over 7 million. I could be doing more. I mean, I'm not really that motivated to work on jobs. That's considering I have most of them in mind already. FPS is getting good though. At the very least, this probably will end pretty quickly. And sinking realization, literally, that I'm hungry still. Definitely need to get that food situation sorted out after this. I did say earlier that I was going to wait till dinner time. And I realized that this is about dinner time now. Certainly doesn't help that I got back in the game. It really doesn't. No. Yoan came out and I became unwise. Let's just say a smarter man would have skipped Ayaka when her eternity banner came out. I'm not a smart man. In my defense, I didn't actually have Ayaka. So it was actually necessary for me to roll her rerun, because I really wanted her at all. Well, like I said, the smarter man would have skipped. That being said, I did get Yoan after like $100. And I like her well enough. I just have not done Chasm yet, so I can't actually roll her up to the past 40. Ah! Excuse me, that was sudden, but but I felt a danger for my life. For just a split moment, I saw double digits. I knew what I had to press. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, I am like really horribly behind on Genshin. For better or for worse, honestly. There's really not much to do in the game to begin with, so it's almost like you're saving SMA Brotherhood for a rainy day, you know? Like, I'm just saving Chasm for when I have literally nothing else to do. I want to catch up again. But I suppose when Sunro comes closer and closer, I will definitely need to change my priorities on that one too. Xcog and Carter for Emblem came up at once. That's nice.